It's 7:45 in the morning, January 26, 2023. On the morning walk with a lot of thoughts on my mind, a lot of reflection, a lot of optimism, just a whole lot of things. It's something that I actually tried to do last year. I was worried about the background noise, the wind, whatever the case is, but shout out to my boy Lou. Like Lou said, get more vulnerable, get more just open and honest. And a lot of my best thoughts come when I'm on my walks, on my jogs, on my runs, mainly possibly working out, but really on the walks, jogs, and runs, and specifically outdoors. Today for me, anybody know me, my favorite athlete, favorite entertainer, favorite celebrity death anniversary, Kobe Bryant, Bean, Mamba, Black Mamba, whatever you want to call him. And I think for me, the top of 2023, I came into this year, feeling more motivated, learned a lot from last year, like I think a lot of you all could relate with the pandemic, I say post-pandemic, impacts that it had on the economy, the inflation, everything taking place. And I thought I was going to have to pivot this year again due to the inflation, but I kind of told myself you get what you put in. So, I put in more work, I put in more time, I cut back on things, I picked up a part-time job, looking for promotion and new opportunities at work, got in my faith bag more, close relationship to God, whatever the case may be. But I'm sharing all that to share today is that, at the end of the day, it's all about just what you put in. What you put in is what you get out. And it sounds simple, but I would say I always knew that. But, turning 30 last year, man, for those just ended the 30 club, might be 31, 32, about to end the 30 club, man, it's like your mindset changes so quickly. And I wouldn't say that's for everybody, but I would say if you are a person that looks at life, outlooks on goals and what you want to do, where you want to be, count life in increments. Like I always look at stuff in 5-year increments. So I remember 25 saying 5 years going to be 30. Now I'm 30 and looking at 35 and what I want to accomplish by then. And at 35 is 40, 45, 50, so forth and so on. So as I'm getting ready for 31 in 4 weeks, I feel good. We went through 30 through the trial run. The first year I feel good, but I feel more good because I just feel more confident. I feel more accountable. When I say what you put in is what you get out, it's the same with anything. I mean, it's right now. I'm going on this walk, 7 in the morning. Getting up, might not be on 7-8 hours of sleep. But I know I got goals I want. I know I got fitness goals. I know I want to wake up in the morning so I can have a clear mind. This is probably the 3rd or 4th time I've done worked out without music. I love music. I can work out the rap music, gospel music, R&B, a podcast, anything, but usually having something playing while I'm working, it helps me go harder. But shout out to Coach Rice, my mentor. He was telling me that he hasn't ran with music, when running with music and worked out with music in 2 years. And when he said it, I was just like, man, he tripping. Like, I'm in that gym, that Meek, man, like I said, gospel music, Tasha, whoever. I need something that's going to keep me going and pushing. But like this being the 3rd time, man, it's a more clear thing, especially with outdoors. Outdoors, you hear the birds chirping, the cars, the wind. You do feel a little more connected. So, yeah, man, we in 2023. And, January's almost over. We're getting ready for February. And I think one of the main things I want to give y'all advice is just, like I said, you get what you put in. But also you got to remember that, like, there's certain stuff we got to cut out. With our generation today, and I always hate saying that, our generation. Every generation has their challenges, but we're exposed to so much. We see so much. We get influenced so much just by this device in our hands, just by TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. Even your text threads, your group meets, whatever the case is. And it's like you get a message sent to your brain so quick, I need to do that. I want to do that. I should do that. Life feels short, which it is, but we don't want to miss out on the results of staying down and also the results of knowing when to do stuff and when not to do stuff. And I say that That's the plan of my life right now. I was supposed to go on a trip for my birthday, go to Colombia, let's go have fun, but also handle some business. Shout out to Angela and the PR company over there in Colombia, AP Relations, Public Relations, that's who helps out with the podcast. And, my grandmother just telling me, like, you always talk about saving money, you talking about how you want to clear some debt, you want to do these things. She was like, you taking these trips, you buying these $400, $500 shoes and boots. It doesn't add up and make sense. Hey, good morning. And I kind of was like, Grandma, man, what you talking about, Grandma? Like, I'm going to treat myself. You don't know what you're talking about. But she checked me, and I needed her to check me, because that's really what it is, man. Sometimes with us, we want to do so much, but then we also want to complain about why our progress or why we're not getting to the goals that we want to get to. But in the midst of it, it's because we ain't doing stuff to get to the goals. If you got a business and you need $1,000 to, do this project or get this business to the next level, what's the purpose of taking a trip every 3 months? What's the purpose of buying a design and all that? And I'm never the type of person to say, don't do this, don't do that. But if it's not connecting to your goal, what is the purpose of continuing to do it? So it's like, man, that comes from one, you got to have the right people in your corner. As I mentioned, Grandma, as y'all know, listen to the podcast and seeing the guests, mentors, friends, people that motivate me. Having the people in your circle that got that mindset, that can help you do it too. And another thing too is just that you just got to learn to know yourself more. As I mentioned earlier, just saying, but with 30, I feel like I really know myself to the T. You know what I mean? Like, I know myself to the T, because look, now I could look back 10 years and say, oh, this is how I was at 20. I could look back 20 years, think about 10. I could think about high school years, turning 18, going to college, grad school, different phases of my life. And I could look at the ups and the downs, and I could use those to kind of determine, all right, what do I need to improve? What's some habits that I need to put back in place? What are some habits and ways and behaviors that may have just been due to my age when I was younger? That could be good or bad. Because, the older you get, like they say, you can't get stuck in your ways. So, all the listeners that's listening right now, that's why it's imperative to, try to attack this stuff now. Even myself, like, just think about my body 25, working out compared to now. It's a different process. It's a different process of my energy, and that could be due to the food I've been eating over the years. That could be due to, just your body getting old, whatever the case is. But it just means that it requires more work. So again, what you put in is what you get out. So, man, I'm feeling good this morning. I hope y'all feeling the same. Just a raw, straight to the point, just talking. Might be all over the place. But like I said, I'm going to do more of this because my thoughts be clear when I'm outside, when I'm on my walk. And sometimes I'll be like, oh, I'm going to talk about this later on the podcast. But now I'm going to tap in with y'all right here, right now, live and direct. It's a beautiful morning out here in South Florida, Coral Springs to be exact. It is, looking at the app, 69 degrees. So I got on some Nike shorts, a hoodie, my running shoes, and my do-rag. But yeah, man, I want everybody this year to really lock in, man. The trip gonna be there. I just was talking to my mentee the other day. She was debating about if she wanted to go visit LA. And she's like, but I need to stay down, the money, to this and that, but I really want to go. I'm tempted to go. We got to stay down, man. We got to stay down, because if we don't, we're going to have the same pattern. You're going to have the lit trips every year, but you're going to still have the same rent. You're still going to have those same bills. You're still going to have those same different things, and then also you got to look at time. Like, taking a trip, it don't got to be a trip that involves just having fun. Take a meaningful trip. I just tweeted this yesterday, said, man, this shit, we want meaningful links only. You know what I mean? So like I just mentioned going to Colombia, it wasn't just to go to Colombia, lay back, relax, and chill. No, I really got some business over there that I could tend to that can help my podcast grow. Some people over there that I can interview that can be different people on a platform, get more international guests. So just think about those things. Like, and a trip don't got to be super far. A trip don't got to be a resort. A trip could be a road trip right up the street. It could be those different type of things. So, yeah, man, we almost at a 10-minute mark. I ain't gonna wrap y'all head up too much. Y'all being ready for work. If you listen in the morning, you're getting ready for bed. If it's nighttime, or you might just got home from work. But whatever it is, just remember, hustle plus faith equals success. So y'all go get to it, and y'all stay down and watch you come up. Thank you for tuning into Dreams by Any Means Motivation Station, where hustle plus faith equals success. Stay tuned for the next episode.